Good morning, all. I'm Kamla. Today I'm explaining about Java event handling. So before going to this event handling, first of all, we'll discuss what is an event. Handling the state of an object is known as an event. For example, clicking on the button is called one event. So whenever you're clicking on the button, then some action is performed. So that is called as an event. Dragging mouse, while dragging the mouse, similarly like button, here also some action is performed. So all these are called as events. So handling all these events in Java by using a mechanism is called as event delegation model. So what is the event delegation model? uh, Event delegation model defines a standard mechanism to generate and process an event. So just now we know what is an event. Okay, to process and generate all these events, which going to depends on a event delegation model. So simply, event delegation model is nothing but which is a mechanism which generate and process the events. In this mechanism, component generates an event and sends to listener. Okay, so here this event delegation model is represented by the following diagram. Here I have a component. This component generates an event and send that event to listener. The listener is literally waiting for an event. Once it is received event by the component, then the listener consists of a list of methods. So according to the event, the listener calls an appropriate method and execute that particular event and sending results back to the component. So this is called as an event delegation model. Okay. So here the listener which is actually waiting for an event, once which receives an event, immediately which process the event. So the event handling mechanism code is entirely separated from the user interface components. Okay, so this is about event delegation model. So which consists of four classes which are called as event sources, event classes, event listener interfaces, adapter classes. Now first of all, we'll move to the event source. What is an event source? Which is an object that makes an event to be generated is called as event source. Now what are the event classes and event listener interfaces and adapter will go one after the other. So first of all, I'm explaining about event classes and event listener interfaces. Okay, so these are few event classes and listener interfaces. So here I have an event is called as an action event and this listener interface is called as action listener. So whenever you are selecting a menu item or selecting an item from a list, then the action event class is called. So then the action listener interface is called and which execute this particular event. And similarly mouse event. So using this mouse, we can move the mouse, we can drag the mouse, we can click the mouse, we can press the mouse, we can release the mouse. So and we can enter mouse pointer into uh, the particular screen. Suppose this is called as entering mouse. And next here I have one more component is event is called exit. So removing that mouse pointer from the screen is called as exit. So all these we can perform by using this mouse event. So whenever you want to perform any of this, means you want to drag the mouse, you want to move the mouse, you want to click the mouse, you want to press the mouse or release the mouse or enter or exit, then we should call an appropriate method is called as a listener mouse listener interface. So we already observe in the architecture. First of all, I have a component. So all these are called as components. To perform any of the component, then I should call a is corresponding interface is called as mouse listener interface. Suppose you want exit mouse, then this particular listener interface calling what is the method required to that particular exit. And similarly you want enter the mouse, then this mouse listener interface call the method which is appropriate or which is suitable to that enter. So like that, which execute all the events of that particular mouse event class. And similarly we have one more class is called as key event. So the key, using this key is nothing but a keyboard. So using the keyboard, what are the actions we are going to performing? So using this keyboard, I can input is received from the keyboard. Okay, so we can type the keys, we can press the keys, we can release the keys. So whenever you are trying to performing all these three methods, then we are calling a interface is called as a key listener interface. And the next one is called item event. So whenever you want to create a checkbox, suppose you want to create an application form. In that application form, we consist of text areas, text fields, radio buttons, checkbox, list box. So list, radio buttons. So all these are some of the components. So to do all this, then we are going to depending on a item event, text event, and mouse wheel event. So these are the few event classes and its corresponding listener interfaces. So yeah, according to our syllabus, so the first one is mouse event, key event, and the next one is window event. Okay, so window event, we have these are the four important topics we have in our syllabus. Window event. So using this window, suppose assume this entire screen, this entire thing is called as one window. So for using this window, what we can do, we can minimize, we can maximize, we can close. So other than these three options, we can also have an options are called as activated, deactivated, de-iconified, iconified, open, or close. So all these are the methods we can perform by using window event. So you want to perform any of this method, then we call a window listener interface. So that window listener interface calls an appropriate method and which execute that particular method. So this is about window event. Now how to implement all this, we'll go through with one example. Okay, so before going to that example, here I have a window event. So in under this window event class, so these are the 7 methods I have under this window listener interface. Window activated. So this window activated is a method under this window event class. So whenever you want to activate the window, so this window listener interface which calls an appropriate method is called window activated. Similarly, you want to close the window, then the window listener interface call the method is called window close. Similarly, you want to closing the window, then to execute this again, the window listener interface calls this method. So like that, under this window event we have the following 7 methods: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so this is about window listener interface. Now how to implement by using a Java program, I'll explain through one example program. And all these components are available in a package is called as java.awt package. Okay, abstract window toolkit. Import java.awt, import java.awt.event, because here I'm going to handling the event. So whenever we want to handle any event, then here we have a package. We should import that package is import java.awt.event.window event. So uh, the corresponding methods of windows are available in a window event class. So because of that, here I'm also importing a class is called as window event. Then import java.awt.event.window listener. So to call any of the method, we should need an interface is called as window listener interface. So this is about importing the packages. Then here I have my class, public class window example. My class name is window example. My class name is window example. Extends, frame, implements, window. Okay, so here I'm trying to implementing a window class. So because of that, here trying to implementing window listener interface. So window listener interface, window listener is nothing but a interface. So we cannot extend the interface, but we can implement the interface. Okay, so here I'm extending frame. So through this frame, I'm implementing the window listener interface. Now window example, creating constructor to my class, creating constructor to my class, and add window listener of this. Here you already know this is the current class object. Okay, so for this current class object, I'm adding a method is called add window listener. Then that particular window size, here I'm setting set size 400, 400, horizontal x coordinator and y coordinator I selected 400 and 400, and set layout is null. Okay, so the set layout value is null, set visible is true. So I want to show that window, then here I represented true. Otherwise by default this set visible value is false. Okay, then public static void main string args new window example. So I'm calling this window class. I'm calling this window example class by using a default constructor. Then public void window activated window event of args. Okay, here I'm taking my window event class object is some arg. Okay, instead of arg, go for arg. Okay. System.out.println. So whenever window activated is performed, then which is showing the method, showing the message is called activated. And similarly, window close. Whenever this method is executed, then which is showing the output is close. Then so here I'm writing all the 7 methods of window class. Window closing, then closing, uh, then window deactivated, system.out.println window deactivated, window deiconified, system.out.println window deiconified. So I'm trying to implementing all the 7 methods. So out of 7 methods, this method only I'm executing, dispose. This method only I'm executing on the screen. Okay, to execute this particular method, we should write all the 7 methods. So that is the drawback of this window listener interface. So in this window listener interface, we have 7 methods. But during the execution of my program, I don't want to do all these 7. I want to execute only one method. To execute this particular one method, we should write all the 7 methods. So that is the drawback of this window listener interface. So here observe the program carefully. Here I written all the 7 programs, all the 7 methods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I'm out of 7. I'm executing only this one. So this method only I'm trying to executing. So this is a drawback of this window listener interface. So this drawback is overcome by using a next class is called as Java adapter class. So the drawback of this window listener interface is overcome by using a next concept is called as adapter class. Adapter class is a class. Okay, and the advantage of this class means to implement any of the method, no need to write the remaining methods of that particular interface. So that is the advantage of this adapter class. So due to this, which saves the memory space also, because suppose I want to execute this window events. So to implement this window events under window listener interface, I have 7 methods. To perform any of the method, I have to write all the 7 methods. Then only the program will execute. Otherwise, it will create an error. Suppose the same program, if I implemented by using adapter class, so whatever the event we want to execute, so we can write only that particular method. No need to write all the 7 methods. So that is the advantage of adapter class. See here. So the I implemented same window listener interface by using this adapter class. By using this adapter class, observe here. Import java.awt, import java.awt.event, public class, adapter example. My class name is adapter example, frame f, then adapter example. I'm calling this default constructor for my class. Create a default constructor for my class. Begin. F is equal to new frame window adapter. So using this frame, I'm giving title to my my frame is called as window adapter. So f dot add window listener of new window adapter. So this add window listener interface is a method. This method we are adding to frame and using this window adapter class. Public void window closing. So here I'm trying to closing this window. To close this window using window listener interface, I written all the 7 methods, but using window adapter class, I written only one method. Public void window closing, window event it object, then f dot dispose. Over. So this is a implementation of window adapter class in Java, and this is advantage of window adapter class. Thank you.